B. As always, it has been a great week to be a woman. Today, New York Times columnist and lil stinker Ross Douthat casually trolled us with the suggestion that in order to keep so-called incels from murdering people, we should force robots or, actual human people to have sex with them. I guess the New York Times changed their slogan to all the news that's fit to print and LOL, you mad feminists? Between Douthat saying maybe the incels have a point and another New York Times reporter implying in the Backlash to the White House Correspondents' Dinner that it's unfeminist to reference that Sarah Sanders has eyes, maybe we need to remind people what feminism is about, because I'm pretty sure it's not about this.
NBC's Andrea Mitchell tweeted that an apology is owed to the press secretary.
The remarks went way over the line. I think everyone agrees to that.
Maggie Haberman from the New York Times, very critical of Michelle Wolf and her performance.
Absolutely, and I think there's ample grounds to be critical.
She was being humiliated for a prolonged amount of time on stage. Do we really want to be laughing at that?
I mean,
it's not funny.
Oh, Mika, very clever to say we can't make fun of women's appearances on the same day you wore that hideous goddamn scarf. It is taunting me. Anyway, while we wait for Republicans to appoint a special counsel to investigate Michelle Wolf, let's learn more about the other star of the evening, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, in our latest installment of Great Feminists in Feminism Herstory.
New conservative feminist movement.
Women should not have the right to vote.
I would not want to be called a feminist.
Sarah Huckabee Sanders is a fucking liar. Good night, everyone. Sorry, I'm being told we have to fill 4 more minutes. Okay, fine. Look, calling Sanders a liar isn't an insult, it's her job description. Feminism doesn't mean you can never make jokes about another woman ever. If it did, then I couldn't say that Mika clearly stole her scarf off of Steven Tyler's microphone stand. And Sarah Sanders is very good at her job.
Why did the president call the U.S. justice system a joke and a laughing stock during his comments in the debate?
That's not what he said.
What we have right now is a joke, and it's a laughing stock.
The president hasn't said that Russia didn't meddle.
This Russia thing with Trump and Russia is a made-up story.
Deputy Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders was asked if the president was a liar.
I can definitively say the president's not a liar.
I'm really rich.
She is amazing. When a man had her job, he literally ran for the bushes. But if the press thinks being called a liar is a huge insult, maybe they should be mad at Sarah herself since she calls them liars constantly.
The media loves to create this false narrative against the current president. If the president walked across the Potomac, the media would report that he couldn't swim.
No, if anyone reported that Trump couldn't swim, it's because the Google search result for Donald Trump in a bathing suit is simply, why would you want this? And images of eyes bleeding. Look, I'm not saying Sarah Sanders doesn't deserve the protection of feminism. She does, though she's not a feminist, which you can tell from the way she throws other women to the wolves on her boss's behalf.
Moments ago, the president gave the man accused of sexually abusing a 14-year-old girl his support in the Alabama Senate race.
He does want people that support his agenda. He's not going to obviously support a Democrat.
As President Trump coming to the defense of staffers accused of domestic abuse, tweeting this: people's lives are being shattered and destroyed by a mere allegation. There is no recovery for someone falsely accused.
The president's simply saying that there should be a due process.
Well, how about the women that he apparently assaulted, the women that he apparently groped without their permission? Has he apologized to these women?
Has Hillary Clinton apologized to the 4 American lives that were lost in Benghazi?
Jake, what you have to keep in mind is Hillary Clinton Benghazi emails abortion. All press secretaries lie, but Sarah Huckabee Sanders' lies are more like a Jedi mind trick. No, April Ryan, you fucked Stormy Daniels. But she is smart. She's savvy, and she has an eerie ability to make towering find falsehoods unwatchably dull. Sarah Huckabee Sanders is like a public relations dementor, sucking the energy out of the White House press until they can't really fight back, turning them into tragic journalistic husks called Maggie Habermans. Seriously, the press, why are you defending this lady? She is not your friend. I don't care how many pecan pies she bakes you. I would not eat that if I were you, April. Sarah seems like the kind of white lady who loves the movie The Help. Sanders is relatively easy for people to defend, maybe because she's the only member of this administration that isn't a Dick Tracy villain. Sanders isn't a loudmouth like Scaramucci or an attention vampire like Kellyanne Conway or an actual vampire like Stephen Miller. Sanders is dangerous because she's such a good soldier in the Trump army. As her husband put it, Sarah's never going to do anything that violates her conscience, which is weird because the main thing she does is defend the worst fucking stuff imaginable.
Knock the crap out of him, would you? Seriously.
The president in no way, form or fashion has ever promoted or encouraged violence.
The president retweeted anti-Muslim videos from a far-right British politician who's facing hate speech charges.
Whether it's a real video, the threat is real, and that is what the president is talking about.
He wants people to come into the country, but not from those certain S-hole countries. He wants them rich and white.
That is the opposite of what this president has laid out.
The president tweets a female Democratic senator would do anything for campaign contributions. Was that about
sexual innuendos?
I think only if your mind is in the gutter would you have read it that way. And so no.
April, the president did not eat that baby. You are disgusting for implying that. Hillary Clinton ate that baby, and the president has always had ducky fabric caught in his teeth. So I salute you, Sarah Huckabee Sanders. You have outlasted every man who's had your job and almost any other job in the Trump White House to become one of the most powerful women in the nation. You are a hell of a role model for little girls everywhere who are smart and hardworking and completely evil. We'll be right back.